What y'all got going on YouTube, man? It's your boy Casey for Stay for it, cause only about 6 for a joke. Hey man, hey, we outside today in the morning. It's like what, 7 in the morning? We outside right now, man. I want to give y'all boys a video about motivation, and I really want to debunk it. For those of you who like self-improvement, you know what I mean, we all on the self-improvement journey and stuff like that. This shit do take some sacrifice, I ain't gonna lie. It's not gonna be all rainbows and ponies and a walk in the park. I don't want y'all to get too like locked into like saying, oh, I'm spiritual and self-improvement and shit. Most people say that shit nowadays, and it's just really talking, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna let you know something. The main reason why we do shit like this, and as I told y'all already, bro, I'm not no fucking self-improvement guru. I ain't no fucking monk. I'm just a real ass nigga with a fucking hunger, dog. I got hunger and I got dreams, and I feel like I have a phone. I gotta go to camera. Why not fucking record it? Why not come and like have a community type shit, you know? That's like low-key power. So look, let me tell y'all, bro. You see motivation? Kick that bitch out the door. You don't need that. And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm not necessarily a early morning riser. I got up early this morning, if I'm gonna be honest, because of my parents. And usually I would say, man, fuck it. I'd kick back. I'd lazy out. I'd lay down. And I can't really judge my habit from just one day, but I already made up my mind mentally since yesterday that I was going to get up early today. So once that opportunity aligned and I realized I was in bed and my parents was waking me up, mind you, they don't normally wake me up. And I had like pray that I'm going to get up early and stuff like that. Like, I know it sounds fucking weird, but sometimes I'd be like, God, please let me wake up tomorrow morning early. Like, I don't know. I just be calling God's name for everything. And I know he's stressed out. So I was like, God, can I please get up early? Like, no bullshit. And then my parents woke me up. So I was like, that's interesting. I was feeling a little bit lazy. I didn't want to get out of bed. But you know what I said? I said, every single second that I'm in the bed, or every single minute that I'm like procrastinating, I'm not up yet. And I'm going against the blessing that I prayed for, which is kind of fucked up when you think about it, right? So we low-key get in the way of ourselves and our own blessings. And the sooner you realize that, you learn to do less. And you know, just allow life to run its course, or you will learn to take action. You know, it just depends on if you're in the way of yourself or if you're not. You know, action beats overthinking. Action beats being in your head. Sometimes, like, you might have a decision you want to make, you don't have the motivation to do it, or you know, or you can't make up your mind on something. Here's what I always tell my friends, bro, because y'all are watching me, so y'all are low-key my friends. Here's what I always tell my friends. You see, if you can't make up your mind between a yes and a no, this is usually what I do. God damn, I hear wild as fuck. This is usually what I do. If it's not a straight yes, if it's not like if, let's say if someone look at me and they be like, yo, K, is you gay? If it's not a straight fucking no, like if I'm not instantly telling you no, my nigga, you gay. It's like a one-side story. So whatever your instant answer is, whatever's the first answer that comes to your head, that's what you should take. There should be no such thing as a being in the middle, no procrastination shit, because that's you getting in the way of yourself. We get in the way of ourselves countless times, bro, and that is also why you don't need motivation. I saw this interview with Michael Jackson and it's stuck in my head, and I've seen a few other interviews and like people like writing books. Right now I'm reading this book, How to Change Your Paradigm, from Bob Proctor. I highly recommend that book. And in that book, right, I'm gonna tell you something. Michael, well, I'm not even gonna get in the book. just go research that book, man. Shit, I can't give you all too much goddamn salt. Hey, but look, this is what Michael Jackson said in the interview, right? He was like, yo, the interviewer was like, how do you come down with these songs? Like one song you're like, the next song you're like, how do you get the flows? Like, how do you just come down with these songs and just start writing them? You know, even though he's been in the music industry for decades, how do you do it? He asked Michael Jackson. And Michael Jackson sat, just internalized that question and then answered him. And he was like, hey, if I'm supposed to sit down and tell myself that I need to do a specific song, like I gotta write it down and do the song now, like maybe 10-15 minutes, like he's giving himself the challenge to do this song, he will never get the song done. And I guess that's because like he's getting in the way of himself, and then he's like, well, I don't even know. I think Michael Jackson, isn't he a Virgo? I don't know. I'm a Virgo. So I know for sure it's a Virgo trait. He says like he gets in the way of himself and he's overthinking. He wants to be perfect. He's going to keep judging and stuff. Just create when it's time to create. Just feel. Don't not everything isn't a thinking thing. Some things you just gotta feel. You know, just feel. Even I saw this clip with Bruce Lee and this boy. He was talking about the same thing. Thinking versus feeling, man. Feeling really gets you into that flow state. That's low-key what you want. Every single day. You want to low-key find what your flow state is and just go hard, bro. Big dog shit. Like, I got so much more gems I want to drop, bro. But sometimes I ain't gonna lie, chat. Like, I be busy with my life. I'm low-key more into like streaming and shit like that. I kinda lie. But I'm falling in love with doing content like this. I ain't gonna lie, I'm falling in love with doing content like this. I don't know if it's gonna get boring soon. But yo, I'm a nigga. I got so much fucking stories, bro. Like I got so much fucking information in my big ass head. I'm like, man, shit, I got an iPhone, right? Well, you know what I mean? If you know, iPhones got like dead ass, like minimum requirement camera quality, low key. Could never fucking catch me filming videos on an Android, dog. I'm sorry, no hate to Android, but I'm sorry. You know what I mean? So I'm like, bro, I have a whole fucking iPhone, bro. So why not film? So that's exactly what I'm doing, man. I'm gonna let y'all know, bro, as a real nigga, I don't get paid from YouTube, bro. I don't gotta hide. I'm giving y'all boys the real sauce. The real sauce. My nigga, this is some shit that I wish I knew a long time ago. You see that motivation shit? That's a fucking bad word, dog. You don't need that shit. Fuck that motivation shit. Stay dedicated, my nigga. Get up. Do what you gotta do. Bro, even me having a dog, I ain't gonna lie, having a dog was low-key a cheat code for me. Because having a dog is low-key like a little secret that I use to kind of keep me disciplined. Because I gotta go and clean the dog shit. I gotta clean shit, bro. I gotta get the fuck up. I gotta stoop down and clean shit. That is a humbling experience. For those of you who don't know what shit is, I'm talking about dookie, defecation. Because you gotta be retarded. I gotta get up and clean shit. Every single day. I gotta find food for that boy. I gotta walk that boy. I gotta make sure he's well showered and shit. Well, not showered, but I gotta make sure you take a bath. That boy is not standing on the shower. So, you know what I mean? I gotta take care of that boy. That's life. So getting a dog, low-key kind of like give me a purpose. I got some shit to do. I got fucking, you know what I mean? You gotta have something you're looking forward to. No, that don't mean go out here and fucking rip off a condom and go and impregnate a bitch so you could got something to do, so you could have a baby to take care of and then go and clean that shit. No, my nigga, you tripping. You got the game backwards, bro. No. You're going too far, my guy. You know, just find your purpose, bro. Whatever you want the most, lock it in your head. You know what your goal is. You know, trust me, you know what your faults is and how to go and achieve that goal too. My faults that I've always had, if I'm being completely honest, I've always had these faults since day one. Was waking the fuck early. I would low-key say sexual discipline. You know, because I low-key wish I was a virgin. You know, now I don't want to get this shit twisted. That doesn't mean your boy like wake up late every day. Like, bro, I'm early today. I don't mean your boy fucking on the place. Trust me. We very, very quality over quantity over here. But it's just the fact that, like, if I look on a woman, my mind, like, especially one that I find attractive, my mind wanders. It sounds weird. It's a normal feeling, I know. But on this journey, you want to kind of sharpen up every aspect of you in a way. You're not going to be perfect. Just get that fucking out your head. You're not going to be perfect. You know, you're going to fail. And even on this journey of you being disciplined, you know what I mean? Instead of being motivated and just, you know, not procrastinating and just giving it your all with action. Even on this journey, bro, I'm telling you, you're going to have some failures. You're going to have days where you slack a little bit. But it's okay. It's just like a frequency. What goes up must come down. You're gonna have bad days. It's okay, man. What the fuck? That's normal. But is if you stay down, that's where you become a loser. You could not talk to me if you're a type of nigga that just you don't know what you about for real. You stay down for too long, dog. You can't stay down for too long. When you do a push-up, do you stay down for too long? No, you gotta get the fuck right back up. But when you go up, you gotta expect to go back down. This is how life works, bro. Real nigga shit. So I really wanted to come drop this gem for y'all, man. Let y'all know what this shit is really like. You know, I'm starting my car project this week. We're doing some work on the car. You know, I might do some filming. I might show y'all boys some of that shit. I ain't gonna lie. But I got a lot of shit planned, man. I got a lot of shit planned. Too much shit I don't even want to talk about. Damn. That's one thing I low-key hate about my free farms, bro. Like, once I'm out in the wind, my shit start to blowing all over the fucking place, dog. Like, god damn. Shit got a nigga looking homeless. Yo, but YouTube, it's your boy Casey for real, man. We out this bitch.